Well. So you clicked on the video. Good job. Now time to watch the entire thing. This is what if Naruto had infinite Baryon mode. This idea is literally not possible. I spent a good half an hour trying to work out in some way how this is gonna work for it to make a little bit of sense, but it honestly can't be done. Unless you guys have any bright ideas, it just can't. Baryon mode is always eventually going to run out of energy, but that is why this is a what if. So what if it was possible? What if Naruto had infinite Baryon mode? And spoiler alert, he claps cheeks. So this what if would start off pretty normal, with Naruto being born to Minato and Kushina, and after their fight with the masked man, the Nine Tails would be sealed within Naruto. So not much changes there, and as Naruto, he's growing older, he's living with Hiruzen until Hiruzen is like, oh yeah, you're 4 years old, you can live by yourself, here's your very own apartment. And for a 4-year-old, Naruto is living pretty decently. Until Danzo tells the village about Naruto's little secret, making him become public enemy #1. Like, everyone hates Naruto. When he's walking down the street, people throw stuff at him, store owners wouldn't let him buy anything. They all wanted Naruto gone, just for being the Nine Tails Jinchuriki. So Naruto, he wasn't sad as much as he was angry. Like, what did he ever do to deserve any of this? And they'll see once when he becomes Hokage how strong he really is. But of course, Naruto, he's 4 years old, he can barely tie his shoelace. So his first stop is the library, because he knows that's where like people would store information, that's where like he can learn basically. And Naruto, he still has to sneak into the library because, again, literally no one allows him into their stores. So Naruto, he hops through one of the back windows and he lands in a pretty like ignored section of the library, like no one ever goes around here. And Naruto, he's looking around the different scrolls and he finds one with the Uzumaki symbol on it. And Naruto, he remembers this symbol, like it's on the back of his shirts and stuff like that, so maybe it's, you know, important to him. So Naruto, he would begin reading about the Uzumaki clan, and then there would be scrolls even about the tailed beast, about Hashirama distributing the beast among the great nations. And over the course of like a month, Naruto, he would have knowledge far surpassing almost anyone in the village, like Hokage level information that has no reason to be in a public library. But other than different jutsu and chakra control, Naruto isn't learning anything that would make him stronger. And during his reading of the Uzumaki clan, he knows that the Uzumakis, they have a bunch of information on everything. So if they have a library, imagine how much information is in that. So Naruto, he would start planning to go to the remains of where the clan is. But that wouldn't be for another 4 years because, again, this information isn't just out there. Naruto actually has to figure it out from like reading different scrolls. He gets a reference point, so he's going to where he thinks it would be. So when everyone is going with their kids to the academy, because this is the first day, everyone wants to go, so the village is emptier than usual. So this gives Naruto the perfect time to sneak out. So he sneaks out and travels through the woods for a few days. You know, Naruto, he's fishing and stuff like that to, you know, eat. So he doesn't have much problem getting there. And when he does, Naruto, he is amazed. Even though the place is completely destroyed, all of the interior of the buildings are still pretty intact, including the Great Library, which is said to hold the knowledge of the world. So Naruto immediately starts getting as much information as possible, reading up on different clans, then more deeper into the tailed beast, and he realized there's different seals he can use to weaken the seal that he has on and start using the beast chakra. But even more than that, there's a mode available to all Jinchuriki, but normally it would kill the beast, but there was a way to activate it forever by sacrificing something of equal value. and Naruto didn't know what to do. He doesn't have friends, he doesn't have family, so who or what does he sacrifice? And with this question, Naruto, he would return to the village, and without any answer to the question, Naruto would keep on going through his usual life. The next day, Naruto, he would go to the academy, and Iruka, he was mad at Naruto missed like the first week of school. But Naruto, he doesn't care. He's literally not even listening. It's in one ear, out the other. And Naruto just goes to his seat and is chilling the entire time. So for Naruto's time in the academy, him reading all of these scrolls and everything like that would come in really handy, because the entire time Naruto is at the top of his class in strength and intellect. Because Naruto, yeah, he's reading all of these old scrolls. Of course, he would pick up a thing or two. And as you could imagine, Sasuke wasn't having it. He would challenge Naruto constantly, fighting multiple times, but Naruto would always beat him into the ground. And it finally came to their graduation exams, and they did the usual clone jutsu, and everyone went up doing basically intangible clones, and like those are the ones you can't touch, while Naruto created like hundreds of shadow clones. They couldn't even fit in the classroom, and in a heartbeat, Iruka gave him Rookie of the Year, which pissed Sasuke off even more. And even Sakura, she was arguing with Iruka. Now, since he had to get everything together, he had everyone come tomorrow to be placed on their teams, and the teams would be the same. Team 10, Ino, Choji, and Shikamaru. Team 8, Kiba, Hinata, and Shino. And Team 7, Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura. And hearing they were even associated with Naruto, Sasuke and Sakura were not too happy, because there was nothing they could do about it. So they waited for their Jonin senses, which for a change didn't take a year for Kakashi to arrive. And when he does, Kakashi, he walks into the class and he rubs the back of his head, excusing for being late. It was only like 30 minutes. And then tells them to meet him on the roof, where they'll be doing a little introduction just to get to know each other a bit more. So Naruto, Sakura, and Sasuke, they go up to the rooftops and they sit down opposite from Kakashi. And Kakashi says, well, tell me about yourself. What's your name, your likes, your dislikes, and what are your goals for the future? And Sakura goes first and says, well, I like cherry blossoms, which for the non-weebs out there are also called sakura in Japan. I dislike people who don't know their place, and I want to become the best wife for my future husbando. And Kakashi sighed, and he's thinking he's gonna have his hands full for, the next couple years. And Sasuke, who's still on his emo vibe, who says, yeah, my likes and dislikes are none of your business. But my goal, which will become a reality, is to kill a certain someone. And Naruto, he's the only normal person. He just says he likes ramen. He dislikes people who hate him for no reason. And his goals for the future is to become the strongest person in the entire ninja world. And Kakashi, he's like, you can slow down ninja world. I don't know about that, but more power to you. So after this, Kakashi, he tells them to meet him at the training grounds tomorrow, where they'll be doing a little test to see if they earn being on Team 7. And Sakura, she was the first to say, what do you mean earn to be on Team 7? We made it here. But before she was even finished, Kakashi, he poofed into smoke, and Sakura just folded her hands and said, how rude. So the next day, Sasuke, Sakura, and Naruto arrive at the training grounds, with Kakashi arriving like not too long after. And he starts explaining the bell test. He says the first two to get these bells, and he jingles the bell, will pass, while the loser gets sent back to the academy. And Naruto already knows what he's trying to do, because there has never been a team with only 3 members. It's always 3 genin and a jonin sensei, so in total 4. But before he could say anything, Kakashi said, alright, begin. And with that, Sasuke and Sakura jump into the forest to hide. Meanwhile, Naruto, he stayed in front of Kakashi, who was thinking, this kid must be pretty cocky to be confronting me like this. And then Naruto said, I know what you're trying to do, teamwork, right? Well, I'm not trying to play these games. I want to go all out. And Naruto does hand signs and different kanji symbols start appearing on each of his fingers and he slams it into his tetragram seal, loosening it. And this allows more of the Nine Tails chakra to flow out, and this caused Naruto to instantly go to the three tails. Like his chakra was bubbling out of his skin, and Kakashi said, how does this kid even know about the Nine Tails? But before he could lift his headband, Naruto dashed at Kakashi and kicked him in his side, and he tried blocking with his arm, but this just crushed Kakashi's arm and sent him flying into the forest next to them. And Naruto, he let out a roar and this blew back all of the trees, revealing Sasuke and Sakura hiding as well as the injured Kakashi. And Naruto jumped into the air and spun around and slammed his tails into Kakashi, and this sent him further into the ground. And Naruto, he did the same jutsu earlier, retightening his seal, and the Nine Tails chakra receded, and Sasuke and Sakura were speechless. What was that? This power wasn't normal, and Naruto walked past them and said, I think I broke his arm, you better get him to the hospital. So Sasuke and Sakura, being good little teammates, did take their Jonin sensei to the hospital, where Kakashi, who would be healed up. It wasn't like a major injury, but yeah, he did break his arm. So Kakashi, he would be healing for about a week. Meanwhile, he gave Team 7 some training regimens, nothing too hard. And while Kakashi was in the hospital, one of those days he was visited by Hiruzen, who was kind of laughing at him. He was like, bro, you really let those kids beat you? But Kakashi explained that like Naruto, he knows how to use the Nine Tails chakra. Like he went to Three Tails state. And Hiruzen, he was worried about, he actually didn't know whether to be worried or excited, because he could be worried maybe like that Nine Tails is controlling Naruto, but he's kind of excited because if Naruto is the one in control, which it seems like it is because he didn't like straight up kill Hiruzen, then this might actually be a good thing. Naruto would be able to grow stronger and have more capability of protecting the village. So after about a week, Kakashi finally reunites with his teams and they go on a bunch of D-rank missions, and not even a week later, they're already bored. Like they want to do something else. Chasing cats is fun, helping old ladies is fun, but they want to like test their strengths, do something that actual ninjas do. So the next time they go to get a mission, Kakashi asks Hiruzen if his team could get a higher ranked mission, maybe a C rank. And Kakashi, he kind of expected this, and he said, well, alright, I'll see what I have. And Hiruzen starts looking through his this book where all the missions are written down, and he says, oh, here's a good C rank mission. All you have to do is escort the bridge builder Tazuna to the Land of Waves and come back. That's really it. So Hiruzen has Tazuna come in to meet the team that will be escorting him, and the entire time he's drunk out of his mind. He's like, oh, you expect these kids to take me to my house? Who do you think I am? And Hiruzen, he's like, okay, yeah, I've heard enough. And he has the Anbu take Tazuna out. So the next day, Team 7 meets at the gate, like the gate to the Leaf Village. And there they see Tazuna, who is apologizing like, last night, that wasn't me. I was drunk out of my mind. I am sorry. But Team 7, they're like, yeah, don't sweat it. Let's just get to the mission. So about 30 minutes after they left the Leaf Village, Kakashi and the rest of Team 7, they come across this puddle. It's just a random puddle. But Kakashi's thinking, why is this here? It hasn't rained for literal weeks, and it's the middle of the dry season. So Kakashi was a bit suspicious, but he continues to walk past it, and as the team does, well, nothing happens. And Kakashi, he was sure that should have been some genjutsu or something, but they just continue on because, well, there's nothing there. But we go to the perspective of the Demon Brothers, and they were in the puddle, and one of the brothers says to the other, why didn't you jump out? We were ready. And the brother said, that kid, he has some sort of demonic energy coming from him. And the brother, he's like, what are you talking about? But like the other brother, he's scared out of his mind and said, yo, we need to go back to we need to go back to Gato because I am not fighting that kid. So that's exactly what they do. They return to Gato while Team 7 carry on, and as they're approaching the Land of Waves, like a heavy fog starts to come in and everyone was on guard. But Tazuna, he was saying, these fogs, they're natural to the Land of Waves. They happen all the time. But as they're walking, Kakashi hears something like swinging through the air, and the Executioner's blade comes swinging through and lodging itself into a tree. And on it jumps Zabuza. And Zabuza sees Kakashi and he's like, "Kakashi the copy ninja. I didn't think I'd be coming across you all the way out here." And Sasuke and Sakura, they're asking like who this guy is. And Kakashi starts to explain that he's one of the 7 deadly swordsmen, Zabuza Momochi. And Zabuza, he's like, "Oh, you know my name? Oh my god!" Like he's like pretending to be like, fangirl. He's just making jokes. And Zabuza, he's like, "All right, let's fight." So he pulls out his sword and jumps down. Meanwhile, Kakashi tells his team to like stay back. So this fight would be as incredible as it is in canon. Kakashi going all out with his Sharingan, copying all of Zabuza's jutsu, but eventually he would be trapped in the water prison. And Naruto, he's been watching this long enough, so he rushes in and Zabuza doesn't even realize, and he kicks Zabuza, breaking the water prison, and Naruto wasn't playing around anymore. The 9 tails chakra started seeping out and Naruto went to 4 tails. Like beforehand, he had like loosened his seal. So Haku, seeing this from the forest, like could sense Naruto's immense power. So he rushed out to protect Zabuza, but Naruto roared and this pushed her back. And Naruto dashed at Zabuza, punching him in the gut. Meanwhile, Kakashi used this upper hand to catch Haku off guard and shoved a Chidori through her chest. And Naruto's fight with Zabuza, it was a complete massacre. Naruto was not literally ripping Zabuza apart, but Naruto was punching him repeatedly, breaking all of his internal organs. This man was going off, and Naruto, once he landed a blow that Zabuza couldn't get up from, he was just lying on the ground on the verge of death. And Zabuza was coughing up blood and said, "Kid, you truly are strong. But what's the point of that power without happiness?" And Naruto stood over Zabuza and said, "I'm happy being the strongest." And Naruto watched as Zabuza died. Now, Naruto's entire team was looking at him, just awestruck at his power. They didn't even know Naruto would be capable of being this strong to single-handedly destroy easily somebody Kakashi was struggling with. So with that, the team, they continued on to the Land of Waves, and with those 2 dead, they wouldn't really encounter much issue. So like when they reached Tazuna's house, Kakashi, he still had to rest because he went pretty hard in that fight, so he had to rest. But when he recovered, he was teaching Team 7, some wall walking, tree walking, stuff like that. So after staying with Zabuza for about 3 more days and protecting his entire team while they're building the bridge, on the last day, Gato and his men pull up in boats, and these boats are like filled to the brim with mercenaries, and they climb onto the bridge, and Naruto, he was ready to take them out, but Kakashi and Sasuke, they were already on it. They didn't want Naruto to show them up this time. They wanted a bit of the action. So they got in and started slaughtering these mercenaries as they were coming up, and Gato, watching all of his men drop like flies, he was ready to dip. But Kakashi rushed in front of him with a kunai to his neck and said, "No, you need to suffer the most out of everyone here." So Gato, let's just say, he had a very gruesome death. Kakashi, he didn't let loose, especially when Gato, he was like, "Oh, those Haku and Zabuza couldn't even do their job well." He's like, "I wasn't gonna pay them anyways." When Kakashi heard that, oh, he went off. So Kakashi and Team 7, they stay while the bridge builders are finishing up their work, and finally the Great Naruto Bridge, as it's still named, is finally built. And with that, Team 7 returned to the Leaf Village, And as soon as they get back to the village, they head to Hiruzen's office where they get paid, and Kakashi like explains the situation about how that was not a C rank, so they get paid a lot more for that mission. And while Naruto was in Hiruzen's office, Hiruzen, he was making sure Naruto was alright and different things like that. And Naruto, he realized that out of everyone in the village, Hiruzen is the nicest one to him. And like Naruto, he was thinking back to when he went to the Uzumaki, like the basically ruins of the Uzumaki, and about the thing that he needs to sacrifice, something that's of equal value. Hiruzen would be the best candidate for that. So the next day, after Naruto had his meeting with his team, like Kakashi telling them about the Chunin exams and everyone wanted to go, like at the end of the day, Naruto went to Hiruzen's office and said like he found something in the woods that only he wants him to see. And Naruto leads Hiruzen back to the Uzumaki compound, and Hiruzen is surprised Naruto even found this place, and even more so when he found out the library was completely intact. Like Hiruzen started going through the scrolls, picking up a bunch of scrolls that he wants to take back and all this information, then turned to Naruto and says, "So why did you bring me down here?" And Naruto said, "To gain power." And he did a series of hand signs, and chains rose up from underneath the ground and held Hiruzen down. And the Reaper, like the same one from the Reaper Death Seal, it came up and cut Hiruzen's soul from his body. And they turned to Naruto and gave him the key to this limitless power. So Naruto wasted no time to use this key, so he entered his mindscape and walked up to Kurama's cage and unlocked it, and once it opened, this power started flowing through Naruto, coursing through him, and he entered the Baryon mode form. And Naruto, he was finally the strongest living thing in the entire world. So he returned to the village just in time for the Chunin exams, and when he met up with Sasuke and Sakura, they didn't recognize Naruto because Naruto is like, he can't turn it off. That's like the thing with it. Naruto can't turn it off and on whenever he can, but that's still, Naruto is still the strongest, so he doesn't even care about that. So yeah, his teammates don't even recognize him, and Naruto tells them that it's him and that he's finally become the strongest being alive. And Sakura said, "Stop kidding yourself, Naruto. You'll never become as strong as But before she could finish, Naruto waved his hand towards some trees, and Naruto uprooted the whole damn area, destroying the trees. So he continued on to the academy with his teammates walking behind him, just the aura coming off Naruto, that's enough to make someone have difficulty breathing. So as Naruto is walking through the village, as he's passing by, everyone is in awe, this bright light coming off Naruto. And he finally gets to the academy and just walks through, and everyone makes space for him to pass. And when Naruto gets to the second floor, Lee comes up to him and asks to fight. And Naruto, he accepts, and Neji and Tenten are thinking this is a bad idea, but Lee doesn't even care, and as soon as the fight starts with him and Naruto, Naruto disappears from Lee's vision, reappearing behind him and kicking Lee into a wall. And Neji and Tenten didn't know what just happened. Like, how did Naruto do that? They couldn't even see him move. So Naruto, he just tells them that his teammates, he might be out for the entire exams. So he and the rest of Team 7 enter the area where everyone's waiting for the first stage. And when Naruto walks in, everyone in that entire room, the eyes are on Naruto. They can sense how strong Naruto is. And even just from Naruto's presence, some of them are thinking of dropping out. So for the first stage, Ibiki, he comes in and starts explaining the rules to everyone. And he can sense Naruto as well. Like, everyone there doesn't even know what Naruto is. What is this thing? And like, Naruto isn't even human at this point. So when like Naruto, he sits down and does the exams, he aces it no problem, because as I said, Naruto, he's been studying scrolls his entire life, so he's kind of gotten the hang of like these written tests. They're no problem to him. So he aces the first stage. But before going to the second stage, I should explain something. since Hirizen's absence and the village like needs a leader, because the tuning exams are going on right now and they need someone to represent for the Leaf Village. So the clan, not the clan heads, the elders, they came together and decided that Danzo would be the best fit for this role. But this is a problem because Danzo, he's been working with the Akatsuki so he could have the Hokage seat, and he doesn't need the Akatsuki's help anymore. But like they had promised, like, well, he had promised them the Nine Tails, and now they feel betrayed. So as the second stage is underway, the village is attacked full force by the Akatsuki, and they start off with a bang, destroying villages like Deidara, setting off explosions. And Danzo, he sends out all the Anbu to try and stop the Akatsuki, just to try and not let like everyone know what's happening. So as the second stage is going on, they don't know about this yet. But the Anbu, honestly, the Anbu is like fodder compared to most of the main characters in the show. So the Anbu doesn't really stand a chance against the Akatsuki. So eventually, everyone in the village would know about this attack, including the students who are currently doing the tuning exams. And Naruto, he's like, oh, this is the perfect time to test my abilities. So in almost light speed, Naruto disappears and he arrives in front of the battlefield where all the Akatsuki are laying waste to the village. And Naruto, he doesn't take his time and starts killing the weaker members of the Akatsuki. And at this point, there's 3 members missing. It's Tobi, Deidara, and Sasori. So those 3 haven't joined yet. Well, Tobi, man, it's just a whole thing with Tobi, but he is in, but he hasn't officially joined it. But yeah, so Deidara and Sasori, they aren't there. And the first person Naruto starts to fight is Itachi, because his Sharingan is useless compared to Naruto's speed and reflexes. So Naruto makes quick work of Itachi, Kisame, and Kakuzu. The only person he's having much trouble with is Hidan. And Hidan, like he can't really die. But Naruto, he's been learning some seals. He's not like really good at it, but Naruto knows some seals that will be able to take care of Hidan. So Naruto weaves hand signs and seals Hidan away into a scroll, and then deals with the rest of the Akatsuki members. This just being the Paths of Pain, which take Naruto literally no time. He's in Baryon mode. Naruto beats them into the ground repeatedly, and then finally, time to find Pain's actual body. And in this mode, Naruto's sensory abilities are to the max. So Naruto can just sense, and he can sense the original body of Pain and Konan. So Naruto, he rushes over there, and Konan, she can sense Naruto coming and quickly wants to get Nagato out of there. But they're too slow because Naruto breaks through the paper like tree that she made. And then Naruto starts going for Konan, and Naruto beats her into the ground over and over, literally killing her within seconds. And then Nagato just had to sit there and watch her being killed. And Naruto, he doesn't even want to talk. He grabs Nagato by the face and crushes it, crushing his Rinnegan at the same time. Like Naruto is pulling an Omni-Man, just crushing his skull. So Naruto, he looks down at the dead bodies, and he's proud of how strong he's become. And Naruto, he just thinks back to what Zabuza said, and he thought to himself, was it all worth it? Was it worth Hirizen's life? And that is where I'm gonna be leaving this one off. This one shot was supposed to be a series originally, but when I started writing it, I honestly couldn't make Naruto this OP. Like, he would have zero challenge, and that wouldn't really be entertaining. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and if you liked the video, like, and if you like my content in general, consider subscribing. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next What If.
And remember, like and subscribe. Or else.